What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And for today's video, guys, as usual, I have several news. First of all, I will show you an update from Scott Roth lawsuit. And I will explain you all of the details that are related to the Statute of Limitations and the Clayton Act. On top of that, I will show you the real possibility that might toll the Statute of Limitations and how we are at this point where we can do it. And guys, everything that I'm saying in this video is just my personal opinion. Please do not rely on this information as a call to action. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm and drop me a line in the comment section if you think my videos are valuable for you. So guys, let's start with the Scott Roth tweet. He published the very first page of his recently filed document, and he wrote this: "Ceasefire in Vermont between myself and Schwab. We are going to wait for the judge's ruling to arbitrate or not to arbitrate. That is the question." And guys, I have to say that on the one hand, it is not the best decision if you think with like the possibilities that might be opened for us from the RICO case. But at the same time, guys, to achieve all the conditions, to meet all the conditions that are mentioned in this law, we have to make quite substantial work, and it is very debatable whether or not judge approves this lawsuit. But at the same time, guys, I want to pay attention to the yesterday's tweet that was written by Scott, and he wrote this, and I want to pay attention to this paragraph. Guys, let me quote it for you in details. Here is the big news. Under the Clayton Act, you have 4 years for a Statute of Limitations. So, plan B for those who follow on to my suit is to use Clayton Act as a firewall. And guys, just several hours ago, I received a letter from quite a successful lawyer, and he knows about our case, and he wrote me the following. Let me quote it for you. "Be careful. The Clayton Act deals with mostly mergers and acquisitions, and it's an antitrust federal statute and likely not applicable to MMTLP claims. In addition, it's likely all securities claims expire on December the 9th of 2024. And guys, I have to say that everything that I say in my videos is just my personal opinion, and I have to add this disclaimer to this video because by reading this paragraph, some people might think that I'm calling for actions, but at the same time, guys, this might be a dead end, and no one literally knows at this very moment in which direction this suit might go. That is why, guys, please watch my video with a grain of salt and do not rely on this information as a call to action. On top of that, guys, let me show you quite interesting update from your favorite SGM. You know that we had a deadline that expired just a couple of days ago, and let me quote you his tweet. "In the last 6 weeks since I promised to do something, I've listened to all the arguments for and against next bridge hydrocarbons with empathy and neutrality from all the MMTLP tribes on X. But my benefit of the doubt train is about ready to leave the station. It is side quest time." And here is the letter. Let me quote you some details. So, this letter is addressed to Greg McCabe and Next Bridge Hydrocarbons Management. "I'm writing to formally address your continued lack of response to my shareholder request for information memo dated November the 8th of 2024. The 14 calendar day response period provided in that memo is about to expire. As no substantive response has been received, please be advised that I will send my formal demand letter tomorrow, November 22nd, 2024, via email and registered mail. While the company acknowledged my initial email on November 11th, they have not responded to the 4 subsequent follow-up emails I have sent since then. Furthermore, while I previously sent registered mail to the legal addresses of record with the SEC and the states of Nevada and Texas, this correspondence was neither received nor signed for at those locations. Upon further investigation, it appears that Next Beach Hydrocarbons is not operating full-time or perhaps at all out of the listed address. Despite this, unless you provide an alternative address for receipt of legal correspondence, I will proceed to send the demand letter again to the legal address of record. Additionally, you have been professionally served with the demand for comprehensive and legal books and records. Check at your Midland, Texas work address by a constable of the state of Texas. As you will plainly see, my name is also signed upon that lawful books and records check, which has also been signed by several other shareholders. While the B&R check is congruent in its search for answers and seeks to find answers for many of the same questions, it is separate from and does not absolve you or your lawful duty to respond to my shareholder request for information memo and forthcoming demand letter. While I understand that you are very busy running your many other companies, creating new ventures and contending with your significant legal concerns, certainly by now one of your other corporate officers, staffers or employees should have had more than enough time to respond to this lawful request. At a minimum, you or others could have eliminated any continuing challenges and asked for an extension. Further, continued silence indicates to me neglect at best and avoidance at worst. I must emphasize that my intention has always been cooperative in nature. Many prominent voices in our online community surrounding MMTLP have counseled me to exercise an abundance of caution and to give you the benefit of the doubt. I have done that while being nothing but polite and respectful, if perhaps a little too stern. However, your lack of engagement and transparency leaves me with little choice but to escalate this matter. Failure to address the reasonable demands outlined in my forthcoming demand letter may result in further legal action. I hope you recognize the importance of resolving this matter amicably and in good faith. Please let me know promptly if you have any alternate addresses, emails, or other means of ensuring effective communication. Thank you, Sergeant Major Daniel R. Oxer. And guys, I have to admit that it is a very important update in this request because, guys, Daniel Oxer has a very unique status. Let me show you this. In the comment section you can find this tweet that was written by Gnarly72 5 hours ago. And Gnarly wrote, if McCabe is very aware of the fast approaching statute of limitations with legal actions to resolve MMTLP, then why has nothing been done yet? Why be silent towards those that want you to be the leader we are hoping for? Hello, anyone there in the headquarters? Anyone? And your favorite SGM responded, the statute of limitation doesn't apply the same way to me. I have another 18, almost 24 months to act if I deem that necessary because of my recent deployment to Europe and the SCRA. Moreover, anyone can look up the Clayton Act. Those violations are good for 4 years statute of limitations. And guys, we've already covered this Clayton Act and potentially it might not be applicable to our case. And guys, the only people who has the exemption in this statute of limitations law is the active military people. And that is why, guys, potentially your favorite SGM is one of the several people in our community who can file a lawsuit after December the 9th. And for now, we don't have any other deadlines than December the 9th. And that is why, guys, please be cautious with all of these dates. So let me show you another update, and guys, I have to say that yesterday I started to cover the George Palikaros recent investigation, and he made a very thorough due diligence, and I have to admit that I have no choice but to explain you the part 3 of his speech. And let me quote you at least partially this statement. Part 3. Retail friend of 4. 12 ways that fractional shares have been used by HTFs to manipulate the stock market. Consider someone who has the capital know-how trading algos and hardware speed technology, which we already know are trading in milliseconds, now become capable of trading in nanoseconds, a speed-up factor of 1 million times faster than the norm. All the while, retail traders are made to believe that they have tools to analyze patterns and compete on an even playing field with hedge funds. In June of this year, AMD, in collab with XG, achieved a trade at a remarkable 13.9 nanoseconds, setting the STAC benchmark world record for the fastest electronic trade execution. Check the article in the link for more information. Hedge funds, unlike retail investors, are highly sophisticated entities with significant resources, infrastructure, and expertise, a machine designed to profit from high-speed trading strategies. They operate in a fundamentally different way from retail investors and traders, who lack the tools and capital to compete in this space. Every day they can use their advanced technologies and access to market mechanics to manipulate stocks, particularly in scenarios involving short selling and fractional shares. Example, trading with precision to 5 decimal points. Below are scenarios where manipulation might occur, especially in heavily shorted stocks, along with fraudulent but also ethical concerns. And guys, first 5 bullet points are quite familiar to all of the retail investors. It is spoofing, layering, naked short selling, and wash trading and short ladder attacks. But I want to pay attention to several others, and let me quote you further. Now let's take a look at the next group of hedge fund strategies that fall in the gray area. Number 6. Pink orders. What is it? It is placing small orders across decimal points to probe the market for hidden liquidity. For example, large block orders that could influence price. How it affects shorted stocks. Hedge funds can identify where buyers or sellers are clustered and use this information to strategically suppress prices. Regulatory status. Often investigated under rules regarding fair market practices. Not very successfully, I might add. 7. Quote stuffing. It is submitting and canceling thousands of orders in milliseconds, and I guess real soon nanoseconds or 1 million times faster, to overwhelm the market or delay price updates. How it affects shorted stock. Increase market confusion, allowing hedge funds to manipulate prices downward in illiquid environments. And regulatory status is following. SEC monitors for this under the market access rule. How sophisticated is the SEC's IT infrastructure? Is it time for some upgrades? Number 8. Subpenning. And guys, I won't just quote you what does it mean. It is placing bids or offers slightly below or above visible orders, for example at 5th decimal point, to jump ahead in the curve. 9. Flash orders. It is exploiting fleeting glimpses of market orders, often measured in milliseconds, soon to become nanoseconds or 1 million times faster. Number 10. Cross-market arbitrage. It is exploiting price discrepancies across markets or exchanges. Number 11. Abuse of dark pools. It is exploiting private exchanges to hide large trades or distort public market data. Number 12. Exploiting weak markets regulations. It is trading in markets, for example, the OTC or foreign jurisdictions, with less trading desimilization or reporting rules. And let me quote you further. Please comment in the post if I have left out any of these strategies, especially if you are a former hedge fund who you know may want to blow the whistle, wishful thinking. So what can be done about the list above? My research shows the following relevant rules or oversight is in place. Please comment if I missed any. Number 1. SEC Regulation SHO governs short selling, including locate and close out requirements. Number 2. Dodd-Frank Act prohibits spoofing, layering and other manipulative practices. Number 3. Market Access Rule. SEC Rule 15C3-5 requires brokers and traders to have risk controls to prevent manipulative trades. Number 4. FINRA rules, ensuring fair market practices and transparency. Someone is failing to do their job, whether intentionally or because regulatory tools have become outdated. High-frequency traders are exploiting various strategies to manipulate stocks, especially those with high short interest. By using high-tech technology that not only takes advantage of fractional pricing, but is also nearly undetectable. While a few of these practices are not always illegal, they come under regulatory scrutiny to ensure fairness in the market. In the meantime, they keep reporting record profits quarter after quarter, despite market conditions indicating that more oversight is needed. But here is the catch: the clock is ticking. The new US administration should be closely monitoring these practices, which have affected Tesla and DJT most recently, and I pray that the days of market manipulation are soon over. A new wave of reform is needed to restore true market integrity. Do you agree? And guys, definitely we are completely agree with this statement, and we have a lot of actions that are in gray area right now, and all of these gray areas are possible because of the most recent updates in technologies. That is why, guys, a lot of changes has to be implemented in our ordinary life and in the trading in particular. And how we can achieve it, guys? Take a look right here. We have the official statement from Gary Gensler. He published it 13 hours ago, and he said, on January 20, 2025, I will be stepping down as the SEC chairman. A threat below. And guys, I have to say that he tries to sit for as long as he can on this chair, because on January the 20th of next year, Donald Trump will be inaugurated, and he promised that on day 1 he will fire Gary Gensler. And to avoid this quite shame act, Gary Gensler will step down on January the 20th, at the same day of the inauguration of Mr. Donald Trump. So, and guys, definitely these changes in the authorities' side might be definitely extremely important for the entire retail investors, retail community. That is why, guys, we are here and we are doing our best in order to achieve these goals. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me, and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium